Firstly, I'd like to suggest, based on what the attorney said at our last meeting, that you asked the two law firms to do a conflict of interest search, and the attorney, I believe, suggested that you provide them to do that, a list of all the current and former board members, their family members, and current and former staff members, such as Mr. Fay and so on, so that they can do a computer search, as I understood he was suggesting, which is a normal practice, I believe, of law firms when they're entering into a deal. So I would like to suggest that that be done prior to the next Monday, so that then we would know that the two that we're interviewing, I assume we're going to interview two because we only got two. We didn't have anything else to do Monday night. There's no good shows. That we do that. Secondly, regards to keeping them confidential, if you read your minutes on page 8, you'll note that Ms. Davis was going to make an whole motion on this topic, but the attorney advised that she could not do that because it wasn't on your agenda for action. So there's nothing in your minutes, as was discussed earlier, that says that they should be confidential. The minutes are silent. Essentially, it looked like your staff, based on the discussion on their own, decided to keep them confidential, but that was not the direction of the committee. I would urge you, because this is on your agenda tonight for action, I would, and I'm open to, if you don't want to make them public today, because you don't want them to perhaps prepare for the interviews, I would be open if you would make them public on Friday, which would be only a couple days before your interviews on Monday. Probably most folks Friday night are going to be looking on the website. These attorneys are going to look at the website. But that would give me the weekend to look at it, because I would love to look at it and be prepared for Monday. And lastly, I think the thought of questions from the public is great. Having them submitted to you would be perfectly okay with me. I would support that.
Can I just ask a question? Because I didn't see the names on the website. Where did you put them on the website?
They were just put on this morning, and so they were posted on the meeting agenda site for the subcommittee.
Really? Because when I just now, can you just please spell the names of it? Because when I tried to
Yes.
Google it, I couldn't find it.
It's Rain Roberts, R-E-H-O-N, Roberts, out of San Jose. Kawahara Law, Kawahara, out of Los Angeles.
Okay, thank you.
It's James Kawahara.
Thanks.
And that's all I have for public comment.
All right, well, I think we'll address many of these issues when we come to the end of the meeting and we'll talk about next steps, but I do see that in the minutes that, Ms. Cuevas, you said that we need to find a line between integrity and transparency, and that complete transparency in this case could jeopardize the process. And she said she would make a motion to list the names of the firms. So when you said we couldn't make a motion on something, take action on something that wasn't on the agenda, that's what you were referring to?
Correct.
The names as well, or?
It was just there was no formal action agendized, so there was certainly a discussion and I think a general understanding, but no formal action.
Madam Chair, I think if I may point out, I think we had talked about, even before then, listing the names or something.
Yeah, I think listing the names, we agreed would be fine.
And so I agree with Mr. Younger, while there was no formal motion, I do think we had a discussion and we walked away with a sense of what direction we might be headed in. And we talked about agendizing it today, so maybe we do that in terms of next steps around formalizing the process with which we'll make those documents public. And I agree, I think that's still, my philosophy still is what's guiding me around how do we transparency with that, again, set of integrity around not letting other people benefit who are competing for this role unfairly from seeing each other's proposals. So I think it is going to be that fine line of us just deciding when we would release those in advance of those interviews to the public.
As an aside, I would say that if people go to the websites of these individuals, you're probably going to be able to get 85% of what they submitted. A lot of it was their background information, experience as it relates to this, but some of it would be general. It was on, couldn't you tell from what they submitted, at least with the longer one, that some of the things were not written for this submission, they came off like a website or other information that people had about the attorneys. I have a question about next steps as an agenda item. Does that mean that we can decide what we want to talk about in that item? Because it's really general, obviously.
I think that the current agenda is probably purposefully broad to allow you to kind of set the parameters around what exact actions you want to take tonight about the process.
So we can then put things in there, such as we were just talking about, even though it's not spelled out.
Correct. I think it's